Hello friends, today we are going to continue chapter number 3, Movements Towards a New World, lecture number 2. Friends, in the previous lecture, in the beginning of this chapter, we learned that this chapter continues where we end in the second chapter. We learned about the effects of the First World War in the previous lecture. We discussed how this First World War affected on the man and material, how the social change came in the world after this First World War. We learned about how the Treaty of Versailles became an important factor that led towards the Second World War. And we also learned about the long-term effects that established the League of the Nations. Friends, here in this chapter, we are going to learn about these movements towards the new world. In that, first of all, we are discussing about what were the reasons, what were some of the important incidents that brought the Second World War very near. Friends, in the previous lecture, we discussed about the fascism. We discussed fascism, the control over of the state on everything. That is fascism. Friends, we discussed when we were discussing about the fascism that Italy was on the victorious part in the First World War. But when after the First World War ended, Italy thought that it was not given the importance as it should be given. Friends, Italy had made the expenditure of $12 billion and also its 6 lakh soldiers died in this First World War. Due to such sacrifice, still Italy was not given the importance while choosing the territories after the First World War. The victorious nations, Britain, France, they took the territories of their own choice. They ignored Italy for that. Due to this, the Italians were disturbed due to it. They were angry, they were frustrated. They felt that though giving a lot of support, though we had made a lot of expenditure, though our lots of soldiers died in this First World War, still giving such contribution, they are not treated as they should be. So, the feeling of revenge started in these people of Italy. At that time, Benito Mussolini, he established the Fascist Party. He adopted the bundle of stick and axe as its symbol, which in fact was the symbol of the supremacy of the Roman Empire. Friends, we learned that Benito Mussolini followed the principle of one party, one leader. These words, fascism, fascis, came from the Italian word fascis, which means the total control of the state in everything. Friends, here we learned that Benito Mussolini wanted the total control on everything, and due to that reason, he started giving training to his volunteers. And when he started giving the military training to his volunteers, and when he was ready, he started capturing the different countries and the different parts of the world. He captured Abyssinia and the different islands, due to which now this clearly showed the intention of Italy. Friends, we discussed that when Italy conquered the different parts of different countries, it broke all the tie-ups with the League of the Nation and joined the Rome, Berlin, Tokyo axis. And these showed that these things made Italy responsible as one of the responsible nations that lead to the Second World War. Friends, let us understand one another thing that became responsible for the Second World War, that is Nazism. Let us cover the topic today, that is Nazism. Today we are going to cover the topic Nazism. Here it is said that Germany had lost its First World War and was totally economically ruined. Friends, here it is said that as we all know, Germany was responsible for the First World War, and when we were learning about the events of the First World War, we learned that Germany surrendered on 11th November 1918. After the surrender of Germany to the Allied nations, the First World War ended. So Germany lost its First World War and was totally economically ruined. As we learned in the Treaty of Versailles, that Germany had to pay a huge sum of war fine. And due to that reason, it is said that Germany was totally ruined. And to add to this, we can say, to add to this, in Paris Peace Process, Germany, during the Paris Peace Process, Germany was forced to sign the Treaty of Versailles. As we all know that during the Paris Peace Process, Germany was forced to sign the Treaty of Versailles, and these ruined Germany more further, as Germany was already ruined by its defeat in the First World War, and along with it, by forcefully signing the Treaty of Versailles, Germany was ruined more further. Germany, or we can say Germany, or the people of Germany, that is Germans, were very angry for these unjust, we can say the German people were angry with this unjust treaty, that is the Treaty of Versailles. That means Germans were very angry or extremely angry. Germans were extremely angry for this unjust treaty. The people of Germans, they did not like the Treaty of Versailles. They were frustrated and angry to do this, and due to that reason, here it is said In the year 1919, in the year 1919, Adolf Hitler joined the socialist. Adolf Hitler in 1919, Adolf Hitler joined the National Socialist in year 1919. Adolf Hitler joined the National Socialist German Workers Party. It was this deciding year, in the year 1919, that Adolf Hitler joined the National Socialist German Worker Party. This party came to be known as Nazi Party. Friends, you all might be very much aware about the character Adolf Hitler, a very well-known character in the history of the world. Adolf Hitler, who believed in the dictatorship. Adolf Hitler wanted the world leadership. In 1919, Adolf Hitler joined the National Socialist German Workers Party. This National Socialist German Worker Party was also known as the Nazi Party. It was also known as Nazi Party. This, if we talk about the Nazi Party, here it is said the philosophy of the Nazi Party was nationalist. The philosophy of Nazi Party was nationalist and socialism. Nationalist or nationalism, we can say. If you consider nationalist, the philosophy of the Nazi Party was nationalism and socialism. This was the philosophy, the thinking of the Nazi Party. Here it is said, where here we can clearly see that when this party, Nazi Party, thinking was about nationalism, means the feeling of the pride for one's country, thinking about the benefit of one's country, that is nationalism, and they always thought about the socialism, about their own country. Friends, here it is said, when German President Hindenburg died, Hitler assumed his post. Hitler assumed, when the German President Hindenburg died, Hitler assumed his post and we can say and established his dictator rule. When German President Hindenburg died, Hitler assumed his post. Hitler took his post of German President and established his dictator rule. Then he adopted very severe and aggressive policies. We can say he adopted very severe and aggressive policies he adopted. He means Hitler. Hitler adopted very severe and aggressive policies and lead Germans towards nationalism, towards fierce nationalism. Hitler adopted very severe and aggressive policies. The policies of Hitler was very severe, he took very aggressive decisions. As we all know, Hitler is well known for his dictatorship, for his strictness, and that is why here it says he was very severe. He adopted very severe and aggressive policies that lead Germans towards nationalism, towards, we can say, nationalism, or we can say narrow nationalism or fierce nationalism that we learned in the previous part, that lead the Germans towards narrow or the fierce nationalism. We can say that Germans considered, the Germans means the people of Germany considered Hitler as their Führer, that is savior. These Germans considered Hitler as their Führer, means the savior. In other words, he is considered as savior. So German people started considering Hitler as their Führer, that is the savior of their country. Nazi soldiers wore blue military uniform. Nazi soldiers wore blue military uniform and tied a red strip on their soldiers. They used to tie a red strip on their soldiers. They also wore a symbol of swastika. Symbol of swastika. Friends, here is the information about the uniform of the Nazi soldiers. Nazi soldiers wore blue colored uniform, blue military uniform. They had tied red strips on their soldiers. Red strips were there, and they also wore the symbol of swastika on their uniform. Friends, this is the information about the uniforms of the soldiers. Hitler was considered highly authoritative and militarist. Hitler was considered highly authoritative. He wanted the full authority. Means he was considered as highly authoritative, and he was a militarist. Means he would like to follow the rules and regulations like a military person. He used to be very strict towards each and all policies that he discussed. He aimed at making Germany as superpower in the world. Friends, here we say the aim of Hitler's aim was to establish Germany as the superpower in the world. He wanted to make Germany as a superpower country of the world. Friends, here it is said Hitler made policies to massacre the Jews, Gypsies, and the mentally challenged people. Hitler made policies to massacre these Jewish people, Gypsies, and the mentally challenged people on the name of purifying Germany. On the name of purifying Germany, Hitler made policies to massacre these Jewish people, Gypsies people, and the mentally challenged people on the name of purifying Germany, or the German race, we can say, or the German race. Means Hitler thought that the people that are of no use for Germany, they did not value the life of their people. The mentally challenged people were of no use, and that is why he did not give importance of the Jews, Gypsies, and the mentally challenged people, and he made policies to massacre these people on the name of purifying these German race. Here it is said, due to these policies, the Nazi party, or the Nazi people, we can say, the Nazi party killed lakhs of Europeans. The Nazi party killed lakhs of Europeans Jews. The Nazi party killed lakhs of these European Jews by the end of Second World War. By the end of Second World War, here it is said the Nazi party, it killed several lakhs of European people. Several lakhs of European Jews were killed by the end of this Second World War, and several lakhs. This event in the history is known as this event that is killing the several lakhs of European Jews by the Second World War, and this event in the world history is known as Holocaust. This is known as, this whole incident, this event in the history is known as Holocaust, or we can say genocide. So in this incident, lots of such people were killed in this incident by the Nazi people. Many Europeans, Jews, were killed in this Holocaust. We can say that Hitler's policies of expansion and militarism, Hitler's policy of expansion and militarism against neighboring countries, Hitler policies were of expansion and militarism against neighboring countries, and killing the people of certain groups and killing the people of certain groups lead to Second World War. We can see this lead to Second World War. Friends, here it is said that Hitler's policy of expansion, that is expanding the colonies, and his strict militarism against the neighboring countries, and killing lots of innocent people of certain groups, this lead to the Second World War and became an important reason, and it became an important reason for it. Friends, as you can see that due to this Adolf Hitler's dictatorship, due to his fierce nationalism, we can see that Hitler, as adopting his policy of expansion and militarism towards his neighboring countries, and killing lots of European Jews, this lead to the Second World War. So this was the Nazism, and this Nazism means the policies of the Nazi party led by Adolf Hitler became one of the reasons for the Second World War. We learn about the another factor in our next lecture. Thank you.